Kensurfs here, and another shave video. And this one is a tribute shave. I'm calling it a Live and Let Die shave, and it's a tribute to Sir Roger Moore, who passed away last week. And ironically, about a week before he passed away, I didn't even know he was sick. One of the subscribers asked me if I would do a shave with the same razor that Roger Moore used in the movie Live and Let Die. And I was planning on doing that. I purchased one of these razors, and as it was being shipped to me, we heard the news that Roger Moore had passed away. And if you don't remember that scene in the movie, here it is right now with Roger Moore shaving in the bathtub. And he's using this razor, a Schick Injector L razor. He's using that, and he's using a can of Schick shaving cream. So take a look. Tell me what you think. All right, that was a good scene. And maybe there's some of you out there who've never used a Schick injector or an injector razor. And they came out in the, late 60s, 70s, early 70s. And the blades come in a container like this. And it's almost like loading the magazine of a gun. What you do is you insert this dispenser cartridge like this, you load a blade like this, and then, let's see here, you slide it in like this. So now it's loaded, a single edge blade into the razor. You can see it lined up right there. And it was an easy way of dispensing and carrying blades around. You carried around this cool little dispenser. So I'm going to be using this razor today for the shave. I'm going to be using the James Bond scuttle from Diego Thermal Scuttles and Bowls. I am going to use a Simpson brush, Simpson Chubby 1 Badger brush today. So I've got that soaking. The shave cream I'm going to use, well, first of all, Roger Moore used a Schick aerosol spray or shave cream in that video, or in that movie. And I saw an empty can of Schick shave cream, same as he used in the movie, on eBay, empty can, $99. So you're not going to be able to find them too easy. The only canned shave cream I have is the Barbasol, but I want to kind of keep it James Bondish or wet shaving. You know, I'll save the Barbasol for another shave video because somebody had asked how the aerosol shave cream works. So I'll save that for another video. So today I'm going to be using, ironically, the St. James collection from Taylor of Old Bond Street. So I'm going to get that all set up. I'm going to use the Aftershave, Pinaud Aftershave, and it's got like the old vintage smell. Nice old vintage smell. So I'll be using that. And I just have to get a few things set up here, and I will be right back. And while you're waiting for me to get set up, if you didn't see Live and Let Die, here's a theatrical trailer, or a trailer for the movie. Hope you enjoy.
Roger Moore is James Bond 007 in Ian Fleming's Live and Let Die. My name's Bond. James Bond. Names is for tombstones, baby. Waste him, now. James Bond is back, and wherever he drops in, it can mean only one thing. Trouble! This is the Bond adventure with more excitement, more action, more danger, and more. Much more. Roger Moore as James Bond 007.
They live
007 is on a worldwide manhunt. The body count is going up. And where Bond stops to visit, he leaves his mark. On everything.
They'll kill you.
They will kill us. Well, that was lesson number 2. Togetherness.
Is there time before we leave for lesson number 3?
Absolutely.
Take your seat and hang on.
If any man show just cause where they may not lawfully be joined together.
Because Bond is on the move. And if you miss this one, you'll miss the most exciting 007 adventure of them all.
We're back. So let me wet my face a little here. Got the water. I'm not going to use any pre-shave today because I know that Taylor of Old Bond Street, that soap is pretty darn slick. So let's start whipping it up in the scuttle. Put a lot of water on that. Let's see if it thickens up. I might have to add a little more, but it's certainly overflowing now. Yeah, those badgers hold a lot of water. Someone asked what I prefer, and I kind of use the boar brushes a little more, but man, it's nothing like a badger brush, right? All right. Yeah, I thinned it out to too much water. Too much water. I wasn't going to mimic Roger Moore in that movie and do the shave in the bathtub. That would have been too much. Man, that soap is slick. If you've never used Taylor Old Bond Street, it is slick. I'm having trouble holding this brush. Right. Right. All right. A Schick L1 Injector. Did you see how fast he was shaving? Makes me think there wasn't a blade in that razor. No. Some people swear by these razors. They still use them today, and you can still buy them, the blades. I have an adjustable Schick. I think it's 5 settings. But it's not quite the same as what he used in this movie. And I grew up with Roger Moore's James Bond. And probably most of the things you see behind me are from the Roger Moore movies. In fact, here's a look. So, you know, he was the 73 when that movie came out. You know, my father still took me to the movies, but in 74 when Man with a Golden Gun came out, I remember riding my bicycle myself with my friends to see that movie. Now, I have some growth on here, so this single blade is working good. Now, this shave is going to be long, I'm going to tell you, because I've got some videos. It's a tribute shave to Roger Moore, so I do have some videos. And I have some videos of Sean Connery talking about how he felt Roger Moore's portrayal of James Bond differed from his. In fact, you can fast forward if you want, or some of you might be here for the videos, so you can fast forward through the shave if you want. But here's Sean Connery talking about Roger Moore.
How do you feel now when you watch another Bond? How do you feel about the casting? Or do you even take time to watch the other Bonds?
Yes, I went in London to see Moonraker with Roger, and I think he's departed so much from any sort of credence and reality in that way, and for me it doesn't have the same, such a dependence on the effects, and there's no substance.
Bond and Roger Moore's playing. I'm not asking you to compare whether you think his is better or yours is better, but what's the
I don't think it gets down to that. I think it's just a different appetite, that's all. For example, I think that the fundamental difference is that I played Bond, and in this one as well, with the reality, credibility, and hopefully still encompassing stunts and effects and what have you, and out of it some indigenous humor. And anything that happens is possible. And I feel that Roger, which I think he may have inherited in part from after Diamonds Are Forever, where they were already getting into that area of too much hardware, that was more important, and his is a sort of parody of the character, as it were, in that situation, so that you will go for the laugh or the humor at whatever the cost of the credibility or the reality. I think that's just basically the difference, and I think he took another direction with it that way and acquired an entirely different audience.
Yes, you both. I think you've both got separate followings.
Yeah.
You'll no doubt be delighted to know that in a recent poll, I think it was 62% of men and 56% of women preferred you as James Bond.
Well, you can't fight intelligence.
Indeed, you can't.
I like the gadgets. In all the James Bond movies that were made, there's only really 3 shaving scenes. I mean, Live and Let Die, Goldfinger was a good one, and then I believe it's Skyfall with Daniel Craig when he's using the cutthroat razor. Miss Moneypenny shaving him. Mailman. Monty the guard dog. All right. It's the mailman, probably another package. Now this is pretty thin. I thinned this out with a lot of water. After Roger Moore died and they were talking about him so much on the news and the radio, they asked a trick question. And that was, which actor portraying James Bond played in the most Bond films? Do you know? It's actually a tie, my opinion, Sean Connery and Roger Moore. However, they say that since Sean Connery's Never Say Never Again was not a sanctioned Bond film from Cubby Broccoli, that that didn't count. So Roger Moore wins 7-6. But I think it's a tie. If you listen close to when Roger Moore's shaving in that video, you can hear the feedback from the razors. I don't know if they added that in. Yeah, they must have added that in. You can hear the feedback here. Now, I never really watched Roger Moore in The Persuaders, but I did watch him in The Saint. And here's a couple of vintage clips of Roger Moore from talking about The Saint and talking about other things.
Cinemas later this month, and Daniel Craig has confirmed this will be his last appearance as the famous spy. That means the search will be on for the next 007. It takes certain charm to play Bond, and Roger Moore certainly fitted the mould when he sat down with Robin Slater in 1972.
Roger, you have this larger-than-life image.
What do you mean by larger than life? You mean I'm fat all night looking?
No, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. No, that's not what I mean at all. But this jet-setting, always impeccably dressed, the sort of the glamour life that you portrayed in the various series, I think has carried through to your life. Do you feel that?
Doesn't everybody live this way?
No. Well, no, most people don't. Do you enjoy it?
I enjoy life, yes, of course I do. I'd be damned ungrateful if I didn't.
But what about the hassle that you have to go through to get from place to place, and then the constant receptions and the women running after you and all this sort of thing? Does it worry
Again,
you?
I'd be damned ungrateful if I didn't like it.
I left myself wide open for that.
Who are you? Simon Templar. I jokingly say, what's the difference between playing the Saint and playing Bond? That in the Saint I did raise my eyebrow, and I don't think I ever raised my eyebrow in Bond, except possibly when a bomb went off.
We're sure gonna miss you, sir. Tailor of old Bond Streets, even slick, thinned out like I had it. But it's really the razor I was interested in. And it did a good job. It did a good job. Now we're gonna probably have to display it right back up here. All right. All right. Now, some of you were asking, will I use the alum block again? So yes, I will. Although I have no cuts. Ironic. Oh, I guess I do. I've got a little cut right there. My favorite spot. I cut myself pretty good with that adjustable razor, that adjustable Schick injector. But I cut myself with every razor I use at one point or another. All right, Pinaud. They have so many varieties of this brand too, and I haven't tried them all. Well, there we go. We're gonna miss you, Roger. You were a good actor, and man, some of the movies that I like that he acted in, such as The Wild Geese. I don't know if you saw the movie Folks, Folks. That was a good movie. And World War II movie with Telly Savalas called Escape to Athena. And William Holden had a cameo in that movie. And Roger Moore played the German colonel, I believe, in Greece. But he did a lot of variety of different films. He wasn't stereotyped as James Bond, but we're gonna miss him. So thank you very much for watching, and I've got a whole bunch of items ready for the upcoming shaves. I have that Shaver Boy blades. There's a Shaver Boy razor. I have that Tiger blade. It's a black blade that's really weird shaped. I've got quite a few items to try. So thanks again for watching. Sorry there was a little bit of a delay in getting this movie out. Been a busy week, but we'll talk about that next time. All right. Until next time, it's Kensurfs. Have a great night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your subscriptions. And rest in peace, Roger Moore.